Badges for South by Southwest can be expensive. Find out the events you can go to for free.
And fire up those smokers, y'all. We're live out at the Long Center, kicking off the Cowboy breakfast for Rodeo Austin. I'm here with Cowboy Kelly, who's been here all night. I got those details coming up.
We were sitting at a 30% collection rate before we redid the booting ordinance.
Parking violators in San Marcos are hit with more than just a ticket. The city's push to get people to pay. Good morning, and thank you for joining us for KVUE News Daybreak at 4:30. I'm Yvonne Nava. We're going to check back in with Hannah Rucker in just a bit. I'm sure she's making a lot of friends out there. We're taking a live look outside. We've made it to Friday. Collective sigh, right? KVUE meteorologist Grace Thornton joins us. And Grace, there are a lot of fun things happening in Austin this weekend. So the question is, will the weather cooperate?
Oh my gosh, Yvonne, well, there always are fun things happening in Austin every single weekend. And yeah, it's the start of South by Southwest. We're starting things off pretty nice. I think everyone is really going to like today's forecast. However, we do have some rain chances coming in for tomorrow morning. 62 at the airport, 62 also at Camp Mabry, 84% for our relative humidity this morning. Certainly warm. We're sitting in the 60s for everyone. Eventually, by about noon, we'll get up to the mid 70s for everyone. And that southwesterly flow is going to kick us up even further for 4 p.m. this afternoon, 86 degrees. Of course, we do have some rain on the map for our Sunday morning, but thankfully, this is just for Saturday morning. And we will continue to see that get much drier as we head into the rest of the weekend. Unfortunately, with the cold front swinging through on our Saturday, it will bring up those breezes once again, and we do have a fire weather watch in place for 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Saturday. We'll get to all those details, just how high those winds will gust on Saturday, coming up in just a little while.
All right, thank you so much. Well, today kicks off the first day of South by Southwest. The 2-week-long fest showcases innovations in film, music, tech, and so much more. Angelou Economics estimates there will be more than 45,000 badge holders. But if you don't have a badge, well, no problem, right? There is still plenty of free events going on as well. KVUE reporter Matt Fernandez joins us live from the convention center. Anything free, I want to hear about it. Good morning, Matt.
Good morning, Yvonne. We got plenty for you then. Yeah, there'll be a lot here at the Convention Center and then also over at Auditorium Shores with the South by Community Concerts over at Ladybird Lake. And we saw a crew setting up for the free event starting on Sunday. There is live music from Sir Woman, Jetto Gala, and Pedal Steel Noah. South by says to bring a picnic or enjoy free food from local food trucks. This is from 3 to 7 p.m. You can also find more free live music next week at the Radio Day stage, featuring some of Austin's radio outlets. International nights will also highlight musicians from around the world. And on Wednesday is Austin Industry Day, a chance for people to check out innovators in tech, design, entertainment, health, wellness, and a whole lot more. And these are just some of the events going on. Once again, there'll be some here at the Convention Center, the Austin Library, the South Lawn of the Texas Capitol. So a whole lot of fun going on over the next couple weeks. Live downtown, Matt Fernandez, KVUE News.
Thank you so much. Well, you heard him mention traffic. City crews are blocking off streets for South by Southwest. People are encouraged to use ride shares or Cap Metro to get downtown. Cap Metro's rail lines will run later this weekend and next weekend for South by. It is a busy day in downtown Austin, and in just a few hours, the unofficial kickoff to Rodeo Austin. The Cowboy breakfast is at the Long Center. It begins soon. KVUE's Hannah Rucker is at the Long Center this morning. Hannah, still about 90 minutes until breakfast is served, but I can tell there's already set up, there's a lot going on. And your outfit, I really like it. Very cute.
Thank you, girl. I mean, we got to kick off Rodeo Austin and do it in style. I am a proud native Texan, and, you know, this is my favorite time of year. The smells. Can we talk about it? We are out here early. We got the smoked sausage out here. Plenty of meat to go around for the good folks in Austin, Texas, coming out to the Long Center for Cowboy breakfast. I got my buddy Clint here to show us how the sausage is made.
Woo-wee, that is looking right. That is looking good. And that's the thing about smoking is you got to do this for hours and hours. And a lot of these good folks have been camped out here all night long to make sure that that meat is looking right for you guys today. And that is not the only thing that we've got going on out here at the Long Center, of course. This is Austin, Texas, after all. So we've got some live music for you that's going to be going on all morning, officially starting at 6 a.m. We got the musicians set up over here as well, ready to go with their guitars. And I mean, it's just going to be a good old time. And I believe there's going to be some animals out here as well. And that's not all. My favorite part is the rest of the breakfast items as well, and some familiar faces back here. We've got the gravy, we've got the pancakes. So I'm hoping I can maybe flip one here in a little bit. But oh, I just love the music too. It's wonderful. And it's nice. You can tell Gracie Lou in the studio, she was right. I didn't need a jacket today. It's like nice and kind of breezy. It feels good out here. But anyways, I'll send it back to you guys. We're going to have a lot of fun out here, this morning for kicking off Rodeo Austin. And we can see the South by stuff set up over there as well. All happening here in Austin this weekend.
Hannah, you lucked out because so many years I had like this great outfit and then it was freezing, so we always had to wear a jacket. You have the perfect weather. Gracie Lou, she delivered. Thank you so much. We'll check back in with you.
Yes, she did, sister. Thank y'all.
Thanks. Well, this weekend is the barbecue competition. The rodeo goes from March 14th to March 29th. There are concerts each night, mutton bustin' and a carnival. Rodeo Austin is at the Travis County Expo Center on Decker Lane Road in East Austin. Well, 4:36 is your time, and we now have more information about a shooting that put an Aikens Early College high school student in the hospital. Austin police say officers arrested two 14-year-olds in connection to the shooting. Austin police say that it happened Tuesday around 2 p.m. at a bus stop on South First Street near the high school. Police say there was some sort of argument and then it all escalated. Officers found a 17-year-old shot in the back. Police say one of the 14-year-olds had a gun when they were detained. Brian Petrowski, a detective with the Austin Police Department, says incidences like this really hit close to home.
Especially for me, because I do have kids starting to hit that age, and yes, it does kind of hit you a little bit different than any other type of incident, and especially because it happened within the close proximity to a school, it definitely feels different.
I'm so with him. Your heart just sinks as a parent. You know, one of the teens is charged with aggravated assault. The other was charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. Police say one was a former student and the other is a current student. Detectives do not think a gun was ever on the Aikens campus. Well, this morning, another pause of tariffs. The president is suspending tariffs on Mexico and Canada until April. ABC's Nicole D'Antonio has more on the uncertainty for business owners surrounding these tariffs.
This morning, another reversal from President Trump, putting a pause on many of the tariffs he imposed on Mexico and Canada, granting a temporary exemption for goods covered by the North American Trade Agreement until April 2nd. The uncertainty sent stocks tumbling and is causing chaos and confusion for many business owners across the country.
We look at tariffs, clearly you need to start thinking about, okay, prices going up just at a time when people want prices going down. It does lead to uncertainty.
Earlier this week, the administration had announced 25% tariffs on goods for Mexico and Canada, as well as 10% tariffs on imports from China, which now makes it 20%. Ada Wilson owns a grocery store in Ohio and imports produce from Mexico.
We have to provide fresh every day. Prices change every day and it's going up. So we're trying to not raise our prices, but it's affecting the business.
Economists caution the tariffs will be paid for by American businesses, which gets passed on to consumers via price hikes.
You could see $10,000 to $15,000 added on to the framing cost of a house easily, because there's so many different items that we do buy from Canada.
Trump making it clear this is only a short-term pause after he granted a one-month pause to the big three American automakers who complained the tariffs would devastate the industry. The president acknowledging these tariffs could temporarily cause prices to rise.
There'll always be a little short-term interruption.
Despite the temporary pause, Canada's tariffs on U.S. goods will remain in place. And starting Monday, the Premier of Ontario plans to implement a 25% tariff on electricity to states, including Michigan, New York, and Minnesota. Nicole D'Antonio, ABC News, Washington.
A debate over who can own land in Texas. The Texas Senate is considering a bill that would restrict who can buy property in the Lone Star State. It's Senate Bill 17, and it would restrict people or entities from countries designated as national security threats from buying property in Texas. Some of the countries on the list are China, Russia, Iran, and North Korea. And the Senate panel listened to hours of testimony yesterday about the bill. The proposal does not prevent foreign business investments in the state. U.S. citizens, lawful permanent residents, and dual citizens are not affected. There are exemptions for homes owned by individuals fleeing hostile regimes.
Now, it's because of China's position as a rogue nation that it is important that they not control any of our food security, have access to conduct surveillance and reconnaissance of military installations, or be in areas contiguous to critical infrastructure.
Well, there's concern among some Asian Americans who say the bill is discriminatory and unconstitutional. Several people testified saying this bill paves the way for widespread racial profiling for visa holders, people seeking asylum, and refugees.
I understand the importance of national security, but broad, sweeping restrictions like SB 17 are not the answer. A more effective approach would assess risks on a case-by-case basis rather than unfairly penalizing entire communities.
The Texas Attorney General would be in charge of enforcing the law if it passes. And the city of San Marcos is cracking down on repeat parking violators. Starting Monday, the city will use something they call a parking barnacle. There it is. It's shaped like a big yellow briefcase that suctions to the front windshield of a car. The only way for it to come off is to scan the QR code, or rather, the QR code is on the barnacle, and then you've got to pay the fine. Drivers can drop the barnacle off at a box located at the San Marcos Police Station.
We were sitting at a 30% collection rate before we redid the booting ordinance. Now we're up to about a 68%. We're hoping with the barnacle, it'll give more incentive for people to pay their citations.
You don't want the barnacle, people. A driver will only get a barnacle if they have 3 or more unpaid parking fines, and they don't respond within 10 days of being notified of the unpaid fines. Elon, we have a problem.
Oh my gosh, it does.
Another SpaceX rocket exploded minutes after it launched, the issue that caused it. And time to adjust the clocks again, what you should do after springing forward from daylight saving time.
Notifications with the KVUE app.
Well, a new setback for the Elon Musk company SpaceX. Another Starship rocket has exploded mid-flight. It sent debris falling down from the sky and once again disrupting air travel in Florida. ABC's Rhiannon Alley has more.
This morning, SpaceX hit with another setback in its mission to one day send astronauts to the moon. Another massive rocket exploding minutes after launch last night. The flaming debris streaking across the sky, visible from South Florida
Oh my gosh, it does.
to the Bahamas.
What in the world? Where did that come from?
The 403-foot Starship rocket launched from Texas just before sunset. SpaceX caught the first stage booster back at the pad with those giant mechanical arms. But 90 miles above the Earth, engines on the unmanned rocket began shutting down before spinning out of control and exploding.
We saw a very sudden big explosion. A huge ball of, both kind of a fireball, but then around it, kind of that expansive jellyfish expanding really quickly.
The FAA ordered ground stops at airports from Orlando to Miami, concerned about debris.
Unfortunately, this happened last time too, so we've got some practice at this now.
In January, a similar explosion sent flaming debris raining down over Turks and Caicos.
That is amazing.
During that failed launch, leaking fuel triggered a series of fires that shut down the engines, the onboard self-destruct system then kicking in as planned.
This won't necessarily impede their work that they're doing. What really needs to be seen are the corrective actions that need to be put in place to make sure that the public remains safe.
NASA has booked the Starship to land its astronauts on the moon later this decade. Responding to this latest setback, SpaceX saying, as always, success comes from what we learn, adding the explosion will offer additional lessons. Riyadh and Ali, ABC News, New York.
Well, speaking of lessons, a warning from the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service: do not release your goldfish into the wild. Look at these photos. That was a pet goldfish, but it spent about 2 years in Lake Erie in Pennsylvania, and it grew that size. That's huge. Goldfish may seem small and harmless, but once they're out of the tank, they are considered an invasive species in the ecosystem. Instead of sending your goldfish into the wild, officials say you should either return it to a pet store or find another home for it. That was quite massive.
Yeah, huge. Am I not right in thinking there's a book about this? There's like a children's book about this where he loses his fish and it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
If
so
you know, send us a message so we can know what book it is.
I swear it's like a Dr. Seuss book or something.
Maybe it is.
I don't know.
Don't do that. I mean, that's a huge fish.
And that's scary. Imagine.
Yeah, seriously. You know what isn't scary? I think our forecast is going to be nice. However, we're talking about the wind impact. When will we potentially maybe feel this?
Yeah, so it's going to be tomorrow. I know when we've already had the fire weather watch issued for us. So, you know, when you see that on the map on the National Weather Service site, you can kind of be like, oh, is that for today or for tomorrow? It's going to go into effect at noon tomorrow. That's when we're expecting to see those breezes pick up once again. We are going to have some rainfall in between now and then. It's just not really going to help us out too much with that fire weather danger. So waking up this morning, as Hannah said, it is warm out there. We're in the 60s and the 50s across the map. And we also have a lot of cloud coverage out there. Also a little bit more humidity this morning, which can also help us feel a little bit more warm out there. So 62 for both Camp Mabry and the airport. Humidity at 84% to 57 for our dew point there. When the dew points and the temperatures are closer together, that's how you know the air is more saturated. All right, and we do have some cloud coverage. Now that spans all the way across most of Texas. Even a couple of showers over Dallas this morning, even down towards the Texas Big Bend region as well. But most of us waking up to a cloudy morning. Let's take a look around at those temperatures this morning. We're in the lower 60s for many of us. We've got that south and southwesterly flow. That is going to be key to our forecast later on today, as we are expected to warm up a lot compared to the past couple of days. So sitting in the 60s, you know, gearing towards that 50-degree mark for Mason as well as Fredericksburg there. And then we're also at 58 for Giddings, LaGrange, and Cameron this morning. Wind speeds and gusts already a little bit breezy out towards the hill country, but not too bad. Like I said, this is kind of our leftover winds from yesterday, where we had that very high to high fire danger across the I-35 corridor as well as east. We're not going to see as blustery of conditions as we head through the day today. That's actually going to be for tomorrow. You see, we got a cold front on the way, and before the cold front, you'll see expected to get up to 84 degrees this afternoon. So those coming in for South by Southwest are certainly going to like our weather for today. As we head through tomorrow, a cold front moving through the area is going to give way to morning showers, but it does look like the afternoon will be pretty nice. Of course, we do have to watch for those elevated winds out there. So through this morning, mostly cloudy. We get much clearer as we head towards noon today, and then we get warmer as we head towards 4 p.m. when our peak heating of the day is 86 degrees expected for Austin, maybe gearing towards the upper 80s for areas of the hill country. And then heading overnight tonight, we work back in the clouds. You'll see through about 6 to 8 a.m. we will be dealing with scattered showers across the region. Not expecting any thunderstorms out there, but of course it's possible that we could see just a couple of things. Heading through early Saturday, you'll see that we start to clear out on the western side. That will be our cold front moving through the area, and it is going to bring some blustery winds with it. So let's move into Saturday evening. You can see those wind gusts are expected to be upwards of 25 miles per hour, nearing 30 miles per hour for areas east of Austin, and that is going to be a Saturday evening. We're going to pull in some cooler air as that cold front moves on through, but of course, here's a look at that fire weather watch. This is only going to affect our very southern counties, Caldwell, Hayes, Blanco, and Gillespie County. And again, those strong winds wind gusts are only going to be up to 35 miles per hour. So we're not talking about a 50 or 55 mile per hour gusts like we were on Tuesday. Allergy count low for most of those allergens today. Cedar, not even too bad in the medium category. As we head through the next couple of days, again, there's some bigger changes for this weekend. That cold front does eventually pull our temperatures down to the mid and lower 60s for Sunday, but we are warm and right up as we head into next week.
Well, the spring weather feels nice, but an early spring has consequences. How climate change is shifting the season. A business trip for Texas women's basketball team. The Longhorns preparing for its first SEC tournament.
Got a story for Central Texas? Text your news tips to KVUE. From your phone to our newsroom. Text story tips to 512-459-9442.
Most people count on their garage door to work every day. So when it doesn't work, you call Precision. We get in, we get out, we get done, and we leave you with a quality repair.
Quality service quickly. That's what you get with Precision.
Precision Garage Door. Garage doors done right.
Kia, movement that inspires.
I got this wow skin from Olay Body Wash. Its new super serum sinks into my skin with 5 powerful ingredients. 5 benefits in one. Look at this Olay difference. So luminous. Olay Super Serum Body Wash.
Are you one of the millions of Americans who suffer from an upset stomach after a big meal? Try Pepto-Bismol. Unlike some products, Pepto coats and soothes your digestive system to provide fast 5-symptom relief. Stock up on Pepto today.
Hello, I'm Veronica.
My name is Darvin.
I'm Courtney.
I'm Jackie.
And we switched to Consumer Cellular.
My previous provider was terrible.
Surprise, we've changed your rate.
We wouldn't get to talk to a person.
And then all of a sudden it disconnects.
Now with Consumer Cellular, no problems.
Better customer service. They tell me exactly what I'm paying and why I'm paying for it.
It's within $1 of being half of my old bill.
With Verizon, I was paying about $150 a month. With Consumer Cellular, I'm paying about half that.
Okay, this is doable. This